My name is Philip Marshall Jr., and I'm lucky enough to have spent the last 4 years of my life as a filmmaker within the live art scene. Live art is one of the oldest forms of recreation around, dating back as far as the ancient times. Its purpose? To entertain us. So every year, millions of people go to see West End shows, concerts, festivals, stand-up gigs, all in the search of being entertained. Yet over the past year, due to the COVID-19 pandemic, all of that came to a grinding halt. Theatre and music venues shut, festivals cancelled, the government actively telling people to stay at home. And as a result, that special experience of seeing art created right before your very own eyes, live and in the flesh, was sadly taken from us. So the question I'm looking at in this film is, have people missed it? I jumped on Zoom with some of my friends to ask them that very same question. Have you missed live art?
Oh, 100%.
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Yeah.
Like crazy.
Oh, 100%.
Oh, so much.
Definitely.
Oh, absolutely, Phil.
Oh, yes, definitely.
Oh my God, yes.
Not really. No, I'm kidding. Of course I have.
Well, that was pretty categoric. So I guess the real question is, why?
There is something about being in a darkened room with 100, 200, 300 plus people. And it may seem weird, but it is frankly exhilarating to be sat shoulder to shoulder, knees to the back of someone else's head in a darkened room, watching a piece of theatre. It's thoroughly enjoyable. Knowing every single night or every single performance is a little bit different. It's entirely unique. And that is one experience that you have shared with that group of people, and no one else was there for that night. If there's a cock up on stage or something like that, you're the only audience that has probably seen that. And there's something really special about that I don't think can be replicated.
It's the atmosphere and being somewhere with loads of like-minded people that have just come out to enjoy themselves. And, you know, another big part of that for me is the disassociation from everything else that might be going on in your life. And although that might be a bit cliche, you know, you go to a theatre, you know, you dress up, you go and have a drink with some friends, you meet up, you leave your baggage at the door, so to speak. You go in and you just immerse yourself in this performance, you know, whether it be a musical or a drama, you just completely immerse yourself and lose yourself in that performance. And that's just something magical that for me, you can't really get anywhere else.
It's the entertainment value that you just can't get through a screen. You can't describe the first chord played when you go and see a musical, and what sort of reaction that has to a person, and just sort of your hair stand up on end, and you get this energy.
Online is fine, and it's wonderful that we can keep in touch, and we can keep in touch with the arts, and we can see what other people are doing, but just that live experience just can't be beaten, I think.
Yeah, I think it's that thing of you're missing a chance to escape for however long, whether you're seeing a concert or stand-up or a theatre performance, but then also missing out on experiencing something as a group, as a whole. There's something very special about being in a room and in unity laughing over one thing, or all feeling an emotion at the same time that just feels very special that you can't recreate.
I miss the people being around me, and I miss the collective appreciation for the people on stage, and I like being able to connect with whoever I'm watching or interact with them, or just hear the people around me laugh or cheer or sing along. And it's just nice to be able to picture myself doing that and picture other people doing that and having that connection to everybody around you.
Well, it is, I mean, the whole experience, really. You get to see these people who've put so much time and effort into creating the performance for you, or the experience, and you actually get to see them rather than just online. Obviously, you're just looking at it, and it's sort of manufactured for that. But whereas when you're actually there, it's more personal for you, and you're actually seeing what they've done, and it feels more. It feels something extra is added to it.
Well, I feel like going to the theatre is such a massive form of escapism. You know, taking a couple of hours out of your own life to be invested in something completely irrelevant to your life means a lot. It's different to just sticking on a film at home as well, which is, you know, 2 hours in your bed because you've got all the distractions are going on your phone, your family's downstairs and whatever.
Moving forward, when we come out of this pandemic, like, what kind of stuff are you looking forward to?
I'm gonna see so much more live theatre, particularly from friends and stuff that I have in the industry. I feel like the real need to support them.
I'm looking forward to anything that I can go to, really. Music especially, because there's a lot of shows that have been live recorded but not really music, and I feel like that's something that we're really missing out on. But going to the local theatres, kind of admiring everybody's work and kind of being part of an experience rather than just being on your own.
I think people will have a lot more enthusiasm and a lot more passion to jump out there, and I'm hoping that people will be willing to try things that break the mold a little bit.
Obviously, I'm looking forward to being able to go back to the theatre and watch all the new ideas that have probably come from actors whilst being in this pandemic. I'm sure we're going to see a lot of different things on stage than what we did before.
Getting dressed up to go somewhere and making a day out of doing something and making it part of my life again.
So there you have it. It's clear to see that the love for live art still flows through people, and that the glimmer of being able to see a pantomime, a tribute band, some comedy, is keeping people going. And my hope and my wish is that that glimmer will very soon materialise, and live art will be resurrected once again.